Welcome to Jack Tar's Journeys. Today I'm going to be making some sourdough bread. Bit off the scale this one, but it's just something that we like, and I've managed to get a starter that seems to work. I done one the other week. There's not much to it. Let me quickly show you what we're going to use. So we're just going to need 350 grams of water, 100 grams of strong wholemeal bread flour, and 400 grams of white bread flour. Our starter, 50 grams of that, and salt, 9 grams of salt. That's all. It's dead basic, it just takes a long time. With the starter, this has been going for a few weeks now. I don't know if you can see it, it looks quite good. I fed that about 3-4 hours ago. He's still rising. I have done it when it's been dropping as well, so it does usually work. With this, I take out usually each day I take out about, when I put it on my scales there, it usually weighs about 550 grams. That's the whole of it. So I'll take it down to about 425, 420, and then I half how much water and flour I put in. And with the flour I stick halfy, wholemeal and white. So if you're putting in 150 grams, you'd put 75 mils of water in it and 75 mils of the flour, and you can mix the flour. The reason I use some of the wholemeal is it's quite good for the starters apparently, so that's why I use that. Right, let's crack on. So the first thing we need to do, I've got my bowl on here. I'll just zero that. Everything, you weigh everything. I've already weighed the water, so I know there should be 350-ish grams. There you go, 350 grams of water. I'm now going to add 50 grams of my starter. I'll just put this down a little second. So 50 grams of this. This will take it up to obviously 400. There you go, 401 grams. And I'll feed this again later. I don't know if you can see in that. See all the bubbles? Basically yeast farts. But that's what it is. Give this a stir up so it mingles in with the water. You get people and they say it's got to float. I'm not sure about that. I've done it last time and it wasn't floating. And it seemed to come out okay. So give it another go. Right. What you want to do next is whack in your flour. Get yourself a fork really. Stir it in. So 100 grams of wholemeal. There we go, that's took it up to 500. Mix that all in. and you want to stick in the 400 grams of your white flour. Which will take it up to 900. And there we are, 900, well, 901. I don't think that's going to be that bad. Take it off the scales. Oh, we need 9 grams of salt. I'll put the 9 grams of salt in now as well. So he's on 902. You can use any salt. I'm just using this sea salt because that's what we've got. Get all this in, then we'll give it a good mix up with the fork, and then we'll get in with our hands, and then we'll leave it to sit there then. It's quite time consuming, so do it on as early as you can in the day. Once we've done it all, we're going to smack it in the fridge overnight and then bake it tomorrow. The last one I've done, I left it in there, I don't know, till the next afternoon, and yeah, it rose beautiful. Right. That's 9 grams of that. Just put that away. Starter. With the starter, try and keep it somewhere warm. I try and keep it just up on top of my fridge. Because it's up high, heat rises, and seems to work okay, so that's why I do with mine. Right, let's get mixing this. Right, so using your fork, get all that combined well. It will get very sticky as well, just warning you before you start on it. I'm not a baker, I'm really not a baker. I just like trying to have a go at it. I think it all come when it was COVID and all that. Everyone made bread, didn't they? So I got lucky and made some bread, and it come out when they do it, and you put it in, it comes out like a sack of crap. So you just get all that dough into it, all that flour rather into the dough. It is nearly there, it's getting there. But it does stick to you. It really does stick to you. I don't know how these bakers do it. They seem to get their hands in there and they stay dead clean. I stick mine in and everything sticks to it. It's just one of them things, isn't it? That's why I'm not a baker or a cook. I'm just a humble servant of the realm. That's not too bad actually. Everything's in there now. Very sticky. But it'll get better. There's probably a name for this, but I don't know it. I just know stick it in, get it all mashed together. That's probably not even the right word for it, but mashed together. And then once he's done, wash your hands. All I'm going to do now is leave it sat on the side for an hour. Just cover it over and leave it on the side for an hour. After 30 minutes, we'll come back and we'll just shape into a bit of a ball after it's had a bit of a time to bind together and get the gluten sort of started and all that, I suppose. Gives me time to clean up, doesn't it? Very messy as well, I will warn you that. Get flour everywhere. And this stuff sticks. Oh, doesn't it stick? Yeah, the starter as well gets especially sticky. Right, let's come back in half an hour. Don't need the scales anymore, their work is done. But you do need scales, you really need to weigh everything. I know you get some of these older people and they know exactly how to do it, they've been doing it for 400 years and they just stick a bit of that, a pinch of this and a blob of that and it comes out perfect. That's not going to happen unless you've been doing it for hundreds of years. It ain't going to happen, it's just going to be a mess. So if you stick to it, it should, and I do say should because they don't always work, come out. Right, let's come back in half an hour. Well, that's just about an hour. So what we're going to do now is some stretch and folds. So get your hand in like that, pull it up, and just fold it over, turn it quarter of a turn, do the same on that side. Don't want to snap it, just want to fold it. Turn it again, quarter of a turn, and do the same down there. And then one last one. And you want to do that 4 times, half an hour's apart. So I've got another 3 to do. Cover it over again. In fact, you can if you want. Well, that might do it. You can use a damp cloth or you can use a bit of cling film. So let's use a bit of cling film, it won't hurt. Just cover it across loosely. Just like that. And that'll do. Come back in half an hour and give it another set of stretches. When you do that, it does something for the gluten and also gets air into it, so that's what you're trying to do. Right, see you in half hour. So, second set of folds. Again, wet your hand first. Yeah, just wet your hand a bit. It won't stick to you then. Right, here we go. It gets a lot more pliable for each set of folds. What you will notice as you go round it, let me just get that in for a quick as you go round it, you can't really pull as much on the last fold as you can on the first one. There he is, and just leave them again for another half an hour. So let's do the third set of folds. Bit of water on my hands again. And then, same as before, you can see it's getting a lot more malleable now. So it's building all the strength into it, all these folds and all this resting. Just wet them a little bit more. And the last one. Just cover them over again. So we'll do the last set of folds now. I've got a little bit of water on my hands, so let's do this. I might wet them a little tiny bit. This is the last set of folds now, so we fold it and then we leave it to rise for between 2 and 3 hours till it's sort of nearly double in size. You don't want it to be fully double, but nearly double, because you're going to put it in the fridge overnight. It'll still keep going in the fridge, it just won't go as quick. Right. So what I'll do is I'll put it where my warm place. It's not cold, I'm just looking now, see what the temperature is in the kitchen. I don't know if you can see that, 23.7. You want it about 24, 25 degrees if you can. Here we go. Just give them a loose cover over. Set them somewhere warm for a couple of hours. That's the size of them now. Right. Put them up there. So we have stuck them up there. There he is, right this week. So we'll go back in a couple of hours and have a look at him. So once he's doubled, or not quite doubled, nearly doubled, you want to put your cling film on, whatever cover you've got, and then put them in a big bag. And stick them in a big bag. And just pop it in the fridge for the night. So, stick them in the fridge for the night. We'll see them tomorrow. It'll still keep on. fermenting or growing, but it'll grow very slightly and very slowly. look at it tomorrow. So unfortunately my phone battery had gone, and what I've done, just so that you know, took it out of the fridge, put some flour on the worktop, so flour it up, pour it out and leave it there for about 10 or 15 minutes. Once the 15 minutes are up, you then basically grab the back end, turn it into the middle like an envelope, grab the front end, do the same, then you do the left side, then you do the right side, and then you basically turn it and put it in your basket seam side down. Once you've done that, you leave it for another 20 minutes and then you reshape it. So you take it down, you put it on the side and you do the folds again. So fold from the back to the front into the middle, the front to the back to the middle, and then left and right, and then you flip it over so that the seam side is down, and then you get both your hands and you sort of cup it and turn it like that, just like that, so you're forming a ball. Once that's done and it's nice and it's got a nice tight skin on it, you then flip it over and put the seam side up, which is where we are now. So he's in a basket, he's got the seam side up. I don't know if you can make out, but you can see the yeast farts, the bubbles. You want it to sort of double if you can. So about half hour to an hour should be plenty. And halfway through that, for however long your oven takes the heat up, get your oven banged on to as high as it'll go, 220 I think ours goes to. So do that. I put a Dutch oven in there, so we've got a pot. So we've got one of these Dutch ovens. It's just a big enamel pan with a heavy lid, and this here, basically I'll sit it on top of that, and with the two sides of it, lower it in. But this needs to be in the oven preheating, so you need this to be red hot. So you put that in, turn it on, leave it till it gets to its normal operating temperature. But this here, you just put it in your warm place, covered, for about 20 minutes, about half hour to take it back down, and before I put it into the oven. Right, scored them, put them in the pot, and now he's going in the oven. That's as high as our oven will go, 230, so he's on that. I may have took a bit long getting them in then as well, so I'm hoping it's going to be all right. We'll see. We'll give it 20 minutes on that. In 20 minutes time, we'll take the lid off and then leave it for another 20 minutes for the crust to go hard. Keep your fingers crossed that it rises. And there we are. I've just took them out. Let me just quickly see if I can get it out of that. Oh, what's that? That's not too bad. See if I can lift them out. And they are. That's our sourdough loaf. It's looking okay. I'll show it again when we cut into it. So, a moment of truth. Just about to cut it. See what it's like. I'm going to cut it in the middle. It's certainly crispy. I think I need a sharper knife. There you go. That's what it looks like. Beautiful. I'm going to have a piece of that now. So yeah, looks quite nice. Right, so that's how I make my sourdough bread. I hope it's helped somebody. Please leave comments below, and if you've liked, do us a favour and subscribe. share it. I'll be doing another one, and when I do the other one, I'll do it in a little short video. But thanks very much for watching. All the best.